Hey guys, welcome. This is for Aries placements and your first house placements. I hope everybody's doing well. Aries, this message is going to either like confirm some things for you. I don't help you know that you're not going crazy or that you're seeing things correctly. Um, somebody here, someone here is a true visionary. Okay, there's like hope and promise for the future. Like there's a true belief in it, and they're a fighter. It's like it's a fighting spirit, and somebody's dealing with just a lot of crap, unfortunately. But it's like, life and things be, knocking you down. Uh, Dealing with somebody who doesn't just dabble in, okay, but they heavily project their wounds, their insecurities, things like that. There's somebody's got inner chaos going on, and they're trying to avert or avoid a catastrophe. There's a false flame involved. So it's like somebody's pretending to be something that they're not. And then I heard corrupt emperor, and there's a false sense of security. And this is giving like, I don't know, status, fame in some sort. Okay. It doesn't have to be like a star on Hollywood. This is just fame in their own right, notoriety, having a position of authority, being the head of something, head of a family, head of a company, something. Okay. Head of a department. Hell, who knows? But it's like, there is this sense of power, right? They want the authority, they want the power, they want to give off some type of air of prestige in some way. They've got it all together, a cool, calm demeanor. They're real, just very, some like austere type of um, outward persona that they're projecting. Okay. But they're not. It's I was getting things like Lord Farquaad from Shrek, but it's like the person that dresses up as him and they're like skinny with the big head. That's what they were showing me. So it's like somebody's wearing a mask and it's huge. Like it's like how can you not notice? I don't know, the ego on this person or how highly they think of themselves or how they want to be noticed or give off an air of being something, but they're not. They're pretending to be and they want people to make them like build up their ego. They do things to get people to be, look at how you handled that, or look at how you did, like, but it's there's like a smirk with it, like somebody smirks, like, yeah, told you they were crazy. Like it's weird. No, it's not weird, because it's all too common, actually. And then I was getting the movie The Color Purple. Um, like the abuse, the trying to silence a woman, trying to kind of, right, there are many forms of abuse, but this is like using different things to silence them, belittle them, shame them. Okay. Public scrutiny, humility, putting someone in their place, if you will. It's disgusting. Um, and then somebody being of, strong mind, they're fierce, they stand up for themselves, and another person envying that. They're jealous of it because they aren't that way. They have a lot of wounds, or something, and so they don't stand up for themselves and they allow things to happen. And so it's like that person wants somebody to kind of humiliate, right? The strong feminine person to um, knock her down a few notches, silence her, kill her spirit, put her fire out. Okay. That is, oh, and they keep trying. Oh, and somebody's looking in on another person, like they're waiting to see when a person falls. When are they going to give in? Somebody's not giving in. Someone's fierceness, their strength of character, them standing up for what's right has not faltered. I don't. There's whew, a tenacity. I mean, but for the best reasons, it's strong. Like it's you want them on your side, because they fight for what's right. It was just 555 on the timer. Somebody doesn't like it. They're waiting. It's like they're waiting for someone to go down. And I was getting like the Wicked Witch, of the West, like in her, or the East, whatever, but in her flying monkeys. Like somebody just, they can't stand it. That disdain for Dorothy. They just can't stand it. It's like, what in the heck? Calm down. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, they're really trying someone's spirit. Yeah. I mean, this is like being worn out. Like this, like I cannot handle anymore. But in the color purple, somebody suffered over 4 decades of abuse. It was a lot. Yeah, there's just like something's just been a lot. But I'm telling ya, something's, I don't know. It's like I'm hearing like something's coming in like a wrecking ball, or there's some kind of twist of fate or something I'm hearing. I'm telling you, it's wild because it's like you keep pushing or somebody keeps pushing and then another person doubles down. It just doesn't. Very frustrating. Aries, very frustrating. So let's see what we got here. Because yet, hacked or what in the world? Hacked or cloned phone for nefarious reasons. Arguments and conflict. Like somebody trying to see what another person is doing. But do you see how that flipped out and flipped back in? Because somebody doesn't, to keep tabs on somebody. They want to know what somebody's doing. Somebody's looking at somebody's phone records. Gossip. Yeah. This is like laughing about somebody's situation. The predicament they're in is what I'm hearing. Somebody's laughing about. I'm telling you, I was getting this energy of like someone not just preying on another person's downfall, which is terrible. I don't even like saying that, but it's finding joy in some like, and I'm like, I'll never admit it, but deep down, because OG knows, the Most High knows. It's like deep down, somebody is that like they get pleasure out of somebody's pain. They enjoy looking like they are better than another person. It's an ugly heart. But here's the thing though, and people give me shit for this all the time, but people that are like that have wounds. Like there's a reason people are like that most of the time, right? The majority of the time I've noticed the people that are like that, they're like that for a reason because they've been hurt, they've been abused, they've been whatever. So they just do what they've learned, but they don't ever see like no self-reflection. They don't ever see like what they do to somebody else. Cybercrime and forged signatures. That forged signature is giving me that false flame, like they're copying someone's energy. Somebody's cybercrime is giving me trying to get into somebody's accounts. I hear cops. I live in a very small town and we very rarely hear them. Usually only during readings. Okay. The past 2 days, the storms have been outrageous. And I have heard cops, multiple cop cars in this tiny little town several times. And it stands out to me and I remember it because we do not hear them that often. And it's like, what in the world? It's like more and more in the past couple of days, which is odd. Like I said, it's a very small town. Um, a lot happens. Y'all, we don't have any stoplights here. Okay. It's weird, but I don't think anything is a coincidence. Mixing the signals, that feels like trying to cause confusion and making them appear a way and so that someone else is seen a certain way. It is not. It's no good. Love bomb. Yeah, see, internet. There is something here. Yeah, I don't. Love bombing. Y'all know it, when love bombing happens, that burns out real quick. It starts off real passionate. Okay. It's not a longevity candle that they are burning. This is not the eternal flame. Somebody lights a match. What happens? That match goes out real quick because they don't want to burn their fingertips. It dies down real quick. Because you can't like keep up a facade. You can't keep a flame going, right? If you're quick to light it, there's not very much there. Kind of like lust-driven things. It's going to die out quickly because there's nothing to keep it burning. There's no like true spirit, no love, the things that really keep our passion fire like lit. It's not there. I don't like, not all the time, but sometimes when I get that card, I hear, "These are my confessions," from Usher. And I hate that because we all know, I mean, not we all, many people know what that song's about, and it frustrates me. Yeah, shifts blame, deflector, projecting, shifting blame. It's not me, it's you. You're crazy, you're this, you're that. somebody at a distance from you. I don't like an incoming apology. Oh, financial strain. I feel like you could be going through financial strain. Somebody could really be having another person um, in a very tough predicament. And they're just like, so, you know, I don't know what you want me to do about it. That type of energy. But they'll apologize like when things get rough for them. Mm, cute. And there's something here too about how people can change. People can change. They can wake up, right? You're never too old. And they were showing me oftentimes when somebody has their breakthrough, their revelation, their awakening, right? Sometimes things happen that are not, you can't explain them. But it's the movie American Beauty. And at the end, not when he's all slimy and he's like going after the teenager, but at the end where he turns her down, he couldn't follow through with something. And he's sitting there like appreciating his life and he's looking at it. And it's, you know, he was real understanding, like with the guy next door who came over and misunderstood something. And he was like, oh, and then the guy was upset and he's like, hey, man, it's all, you know, it's all good. Like he's trying to talk to him. But that guy got angry. And obviously, if you haven't seen the movie, spoiler alert, the man ends up going into his house and, you know, um, I think his name's Lester, Kevin Spacey's character. I'm not sure. But he ends up being, you know, SHOT. So, um, but that's when he finds like peace. I don't, and I don't like any of that, but I don't think it's about that. I think it's about we have choices. And even if we make bad decisions, it doesn't make us bad people. We can learn from that and awaken and have revelations and then try to help others and apologize for things like that can happen. Um, I don't, it feels like somebody's locked up inside of a cage or something. Like their true self is locked inside. Like they, I don't know. Bribing members of law enforcement, y'all. Energy shift. Oh, bribing members of law enforcement. Maybe they don't want something to come out, or somebody's trying to get someone else to, I'm telling you, not get some, they don't want something out. Avoids necessary conversations. Well, yeah, that's the avoidant, you know, they don't talk about what happened and they keep everything all, oh, everything's good. And, you know, the typical, I'm going to treat you like crap. And then I'm going to degrade you when you try to call me out on my bullshit. And then I'm going to ignore you and give you silent treatment. And then I'm going to walk back in a couple hours later, a day later, whatever. And I'm going to act like nothing ever happened. And then if you respond to me, I'm in the clear and I don't ever have to bring it up again. And then I'm going to keep ignoring it and I'm never going to take accountability. And then when I bring it up again, I'm going to shame you for bringing it up and saying, why are we still talking about this? This happened days ago. Why are we still on this subject? Yeah. And then they shame you and make you feel like you're crazy. It's my favorite. You know, the crazy making. It's lovely. That's abuse, by the way, in case anybody didn't know that. Reckless behavior. That's reckless behavior. That's for damn sure. Creative projects flourishing. Maybe somebody following their passion, their creative projects, whatever that can be, right? For them, for their happiness, for their healing, even for money, for whatever. Maybe somebody thinks that that's, maybe somebody thinks that that's bullshit. You're stupid. You're an idiot. Grow up. Like, artists can't make money. Well, they do every day, actually. If you just allow them to be themselves and maybe don't shame them. There's the start. Because there's a lot of beauty that is inside everyone. If you just like allow them the space to, you know what I mean? Like explore that and express it in some way, people can move. I mean, I've had songs, a single song, lyrics, things like that move me like in astounding ways. Photographs, a piece of artwork that looks like nothing, you know, but it's like someone somewhere it can help because it speaks to us in ways that others can't see. Not everything is all books, man. I'm telling you, breaking cycles. Yeah, that's like patterns and shit not doing. Yeah, because some this outdated thinking. Look at that. Yeah, getting exposed for attempted RAPE. Now, that can be, hmm, I have found, okay, in this world, that can be spiritually or physically. All right. Um, and with that member, the bribing members of law enforcement, etc., somebody could be trying to say something was this, not that. You can't, she does, maybe she had a little bit too much, or she had a little bit this, or they maybe this, da, 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 da. She exaggerates, it could be that type of thing. Again, abuse. It's disgust. I don't, yeah, we're not going there. Somebody's got a strong healing energy. Oh my guys, I cannot. What in the heck? Schmurder. Somebody wanted to just infidelity caught. Oh, why did they? That's odd. I just something about American Beauty when the husband dies, she ridicules him. I mean, oh Lord, she was very controlling. Everything, like there was just no, it was oppression. You couldn't breathe. That house was suffocating. My goodness, you could not be yourself in that home. It was terrible. Anyway, she's a bit neurotic. That character, I should say. But when her husband dies, now mind you, she was cheating as well. But when I don't think he actually performed that, but it was more of an emotional, mental thing for him. She physically cheated on him. Um, but when he died, she was fucking devastated. Y'all remember grabbing his clothes in the closet? She was, oh my gosh, could not handle it. Anyway, they're showing me the scene from Shawshank Redemption when the guy walks in on his wife and someone else. I don't know why, but life imitates art, imitates life. That could very well be a scenario or something that had occurred. Somebody could have wanted to off somebody else. But I mean, you could just even have thought about it like, oh, if that ever happened, I would him, It can be that simple too, because this is just energies. So there's a lot. Dealt with a lot of control. Somebody needs to do shadow work. They don't want to do shadow work. They just want to be all light. I'm telling you. No, we don't talk about the bad things. We don't focus on the bad things. We don't heal. Everything is good. No, it's not. You can talk about the bad things and feelings, express emotions and vent and all of that. That does not make you a negative person. It doesn't make you pessimistic, especially if you're speaking facts about something that's happened. A lot of people have to talk through things and work through things in order to process that. There's nothing wrong with that. Unfortunately, though, there are people that say, well, if you focus on it, that's going to keep copying in your life. Only if you're allowing it to rule your life. Reflection and healing work and journaling and shadow work, you're also thinking about it. I've been through a lot and I heal. And it's like, well, when it comes back up and you're thinking about it again, it's like you're reliving it again. I'm here to tell you that is not true for me. I don't feel like I'm reliving the experience. You don't cry about something and talk about it one time and then you're done. Okay? Especially if it's been repeated things in your life from different people that you love, that you trusted. I'm talking parents, family members, you name it. Okay? That have done certain things and it hits like it all kind of falls into a core bucket that tears away at yourself. Those things are going to come up. Okay? You're going to cry. You're going to process. You're going to do those things. That's not bad. It's not like you're dwelling on it. Okay? That's not the same thing. There is a difference. There are people that do not get past it. They can't. They get stuck and it makes them bitter and angry. But when you are actively trying to process and heal, and you could think you're good, and then something comes back up 5 years later, and you're like, oh my gosh, why am I so upset about this? It's okay. You're allowed to be. It happened to you. Those things leave marks on you. They don't ever go away permanently, and you're allowed for that to affect you. There's no shame in that. And it's okay to be like, what the hell? Is there something that brought it up? Is there something, you know what I mean? As long as you say, okay, it's okay that I have a right to be mad. I have a right to be upset that this happened to me. It wasn't okay, etc. Like, I need to remind myself that it's not a reflection of who I am. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. You have to do that. But this feels like somebody's not, like, we don't talk about our emotions. We don't talk about our emotions. Happy, 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 happy. Let's not focus on the negative. Okay, well, bad things that happen to us are not necessarily negative. Speaking about our emotions, if uh, they were unhappy times or it was something mean, okay, that's not negative. Okay. Is it dark? Is it crappy? Does it maybe make you not feel so good? Yeah. That doesn't mean that there's like this bad type of toxic connotation to it. It just happens to be some type of unhappy thing that makes us, sometimes feel a little icky. They can be hard things to talk about. That doesn't mean we shouldn't talk about them. Somebody doesn't like to talk about that shit. It makes them very uncomfortable. Yes, that's the emperor energy. It's not, they don't process. Oh, no, no. Somebody shuts. They got a wall. They don't look at nothing. Interesting. White collar, y'all. That was like something. That was Shawshank Redemption too. How interesting. White collar crime. I don't know. Somebody's doing some. Yeah, somebody's doing. Grease and palms. What is that? Bribing? Isn't that what grease and palms is? Somebody's trying to keep something hidden here. Yeah, because they don't. I'm telling you, it can be big or small. Okay, let's. I know this can be dramatic if you let it. Okay, but not everybody's dealing with these major things. It can be getting family members to lie for you about cheating. It can be having your friends lie. It can be that kind of shit too. Let's be real. Investigating, looking into. Somebody's got lack of support, false imprisonment, keeping somebody against their will. That can very much be putting somebody in a predicament or putting someone in an oppressed position. I told you there's someone here who is they don't give a shit. They care about themselves. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not okay. Guys, I could go into a long ass spiel. We ain't got time for that because I'm trying to keep these readings to be like not that long because they're always so long. There's so much to say. There's so many things that come through. But big break, career turning point, that creative project's flourishing. This feels, and divine intervention, um, that energy shift, something is moving ahead or changing. I'm telling you, there's some kind of tables turning here. There's some kind of tables turning in a way here. Trust your gut instincts. Always. I should just keep that out for every damn reading because you should always trust your gut instincts. Using your discernment for everything. Feeling things out. A main person that you're dealing with in your current situation is lying to your face. Somebody knows it. See, trust your gut instincts, lying to your face. You know it. Your psychic abilities kind of scare them. Sorry. That always makes me laugh. You know a woman's intuition, baby. A mother's intuition, a mother's gut instinct, a woman's gut instinct. Like sometimes we are so spot on. It kind of can freak you out too. And you'll be like, damn. Yeah. And I've had friends be like, whoa, how did you know that? Like they get goosebumps and they're just like, that is nuts. Hey, we are how we are for a reason, the Most High makes us how he wants us to be. So, and there's always a reason, right? That always cracks me up because they're like, shit. Like they're trying to. So maybe somebody calls people out and they are spot on and they don't like it and it makes them feel a type of way. So they're trying to like crazy make somebody here. You're God. Spirit is like doubling down, tripling down. Your intuition is correct. Don't doubt it. Yes, there have been delays, but whatever it is, it's still going to happen. You were guided to do something. You could feel something coming in. Whatever it is, guys. Okay. Oh, well, that's what you're calling in. All right, then. You're about to meet your romantic divine counterpart. Oh my gosh. And I'm not big on, you know, predicting that type of thing. That's not what I do. Guidance, confirmations, that type of stuff. Clarity. That's what I like to help with. But when it comes out in the cards like this, I don't say shit. Spirit wants it said, it's said. You are about to meet your romantic divine counterpart. You can feel some. You are not crazy. What you feel they're doing, they are. I'm telling you, somebody says somebody's fucking crazy. Somebody can feel you can feel something happening. You could maybe be seeing somebody in your dreams or things are popping up to make you think of a person. And it's odd. Okay? This is not an ex. This is if you're about to meet your romantic divine counterpart, this is not somebody you dated. It's not somebody you were married to. It's different, okay? The color purple, they got together on a weird thing too. That was, yeah. I'm telling you. There's something about that. And she told him in that movie, until you Do right by somebody, everything you build is going to crumble. And it did. But somebody was in the right. Somebody's fighting it. But there's spiritual attacks. Spiritual attacks, I heard. Spiritual attacks. And somebody's attacking someone's character to make them look crazy or something, or they could be gossiping about it, trying to get people to see someone a certain way or act out of character, make them lash out. But that's the thing too. I was getting that like people don't see the choices that you have. They only see the choices like what you chose from that, the decisions that you made. They don't see what you had to choose from. They don't see what you were going through. So when somebody acts a certain way, um, and they just see you lashing out, they're like, wow, look at how they're behaving. They don't have any idea what you've been through or what that person has done to you. That's reactive abuse. Ooh, gosh, this is like, it makes me uncomfortable. Toxic masculinity makes me uncomfortable because it angers me. It angers me when women, um, or men, when they're like doormats, when they don't support, when they don't stand up for what's right, when they don't, and they give in to things and they support the bad people because they want, the money or the title or whatever. It's so frustrating. It's like, really? Seriously? But I'm okay. I'm okay with pissing a couple people off if I'm standing up for what's right because I should be. You have mastered what you've been working on. You are or you have healed generational wounds successfully. They think you're lonely because you're alone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See? But you choose peace over bullshit. That's why you're okay with that. If somebody thinks, oh, they must see they're miserable, I broke them down. No, somebody is turning into a fucking powerhouse behind the scenes. Pardon my French, but that is what's happening. Yes, they made the wrong choice and they know it, but they don't want to admit it to you. Yes, I'm telling you, it's ego, pride. That's more important. That status and how they're seen. We don't like that. That's turd right there. The person you're asking about chases the new shiny thing. They're never satisfied. Exactly. That's lust. Mhm. They're not happy. They're trying to fill a void. That void is the wound. They need to do the shadow work, right? That is not something that we can control. We all have to face that, or we should. Okay. Not everybody chooses to. It is what it is. Um, there's nothing we can do about that. We can only focus on the things that we can control. Their energy doesn't feel good, or if it doesn't sit right with you, if you're noticing that, pay attention to it. You're not wrong, right? If you're not comfortable around somebody, something feels a little off, a little funny, trust that. Trust your gut instinct. Okay? You are on your divine path. I just heard, hell yeah, you are. Okay. Somebody's like kicking arse and taking names here. We're going to get into tarot, guys, I promise. They're avoiding a conversation. Yeah, there it is, avoiding conversations. They're avoiding a conversation that they're supposed to initiate to avoid accountability. Yeah, they don't want it. I'm telling you. So he doesn't want to do right by someone or do right in a situation because they don't want to have to take accountability. It is something's a gut punch to their ego. You're no longer explaining yourself because you leveled up. Good job. Oh, if you're facing any doubt, like, am I doing the right thing? Or, um, is it me? Yeah, I'm telling you, the crazy making, they'll make you feel crazy. They will, especially if you've been going through something a long time. They're very good at that. And you start to question yourself. If you are questioning yourself or saying, am I the narcissist? You thought somebody was a certain way. And I say that loosely, okay? I'm not diagnosing somebody. I'm talking about the traits. If somebody's been a certain way and you always thought, that doesn't seem right to me. That seems like manipulation. And then you go through a bunch of stuff and you start to question if you yourself are the problem. First of all, you've been gaslit, which you probably already realize. If you don't, now you do. And you're asking yourself, narcissists or people with those traits do not self-reflect and then ask themselves if they are indeed the narcissist. That's kind of not a usual thing that happens. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's not usually what happens. They are moving to a new location soon. Your last romantic relationship was meant to teach you something, not your end all be all. Well, somebody here is going to be meeting their divine counterpart. Like, there's this, I'm not fixing somebody, I'm not healing somebody. There's not, you're not like they match your energy, you know, that type of thing. I know it exists. I know people in relationships like that. Okay. And I know that there are a lot of people that are on a certain like frequency or level, with like emotional depth and intellect, all these things. And it's hard for to find somebody to match that. Um, and it's not because you're picky. It's because you have standards for yourself. You know your worth. You put up boundaries. You've seen a lot. You're not putting up with any of that crap anymore. That type of stuff. When you reach that level, dating pool tends to get pretty skimpy. There's not a lot. Okay, I'm just saying. It's which sucks. Okay, it sucks, but it happens. It shouldn't be like that, but it does. Okay, that's what we're here for. We're here to try to help that. We want to raise the vibration, make people aware of stuff, etc., so we can make better choices. You have strong angel and divine protection. Your psychic gifts are expanding and growing stronger. Do not doubt them. I'm telling you, that's these energies have been coming out for a while. You've been waiting for a while. I'm telling you, somebody's been waiting for a long time, feeling something coming in, hitting freaking delays. Yes, I know. Something feels like it's an endless fucking journey. I get it. Speaking your truth is going to ruffle a few feathers. Be okay with that and do it. Hell yes. Yes, the person you're thinking about is making it difficult to resolve any conflict. I'm telling you, because they won't talk about the facts, the truth. They don't care. No, we're not going to focus on that. And they will deflect and they will make you feel like you're fucking crazy for even what is wrong with you for bringing that up. Yeah, well, you're not going to talk about it. You're not going to bring it up. So if you do, right, you're the one in the wrong. How dare you? They're trying to be civil here. And, no, you're not. You're avoiding accountability. And I'm calling your ass out and you don't like it. Not my problem. Your ex thinks you're so hooked on them. The truth is you could not care less about them or what they're doing. Exactly. They wish. I mean, I don't mean to sound rude, but uh, I told you, somebody thinks very highly of themselves, which I would normally say is good. We should have, self-worth and all that. But this is a different type. And if you know, you know, right? If you're dealing with somebody like that, you're like, yep, they are in love with you still, and their current karmic partner knows it. Well, there you go. You moved on and healed. Uh-huh. Remember? His wife crying on his clothes. Rude as hell to him. Didn't give a shit about him. He wasn't allowed to have feelings, damn it. Wow. And I don't feel like her traits, okay? She was a female, obviously. But her traits were toxic masculine traits. You see what I'm saying? How you don't have to be a male to behave that way. I mean, this goes for men and women. But it's that energy. It's like somebody moving on. There was a song too. I heard something. Trina, single again. I see how they do and how they act. See me with another man. Now they want me back. Woo, woo. I love Trina. Yeah, I think that's going to be something that happens. Oh boy. There. Come on. You're going to need a lawyer soon. Baby boo. Why? Something about financial increases. That's what I just got. That might not be for everybody, but I just heard financial increases. Mm-hmm. And some kind of a defamation lawsuit. Somebody might be facing a defamation lawsuit because somebody was something could be like a group thing for somebody, a group thing, something about online going against a group of people to do something. Yeah, I feel class action, maybe class action. I'm hearing class action lawsuit. I don't. Something is not. There's no worry here. Yeah, this is because I'm not all about fear mongering and all that shit. This is not worry. They're just letting you know there is a change coming. There is a change coming, and it's like if you've been moving in the right, the person that's in alignment and all the things, and it's been rough, there is a change coming. And it's for the better, for your betterment. It's something happening. They are gaslighting you and twisting the truth. Do not doubt yourself. There you go. More confirmations. That's what we need. That's what we're here for. You are, oh, baby. Someone's a divine messenger doing your job for the Most High proudly. You've been guided to do something in a way, in some way, that helps others to reach like their full potential, to reach their awakening, to empower, help enlighten, whatever it is. That's being guided to do something, following your guidance and doing it. And it is to help others, to enrich the lives of others in some way. That's a big deal. Shh, you're receiving a meaningful gift of jewelry soon? Cat's out of the bag? Someone's ancestor or spirit guide or something. Somebody's revealing some kind of long held secret, or I don't know, that somebody's going to do, and somebody's going to have. What in the world? Why does she get that? First, I don't like some interesting, like somebody here wanted, like they did something to gain a leg up or to get a leg up, or this feels like taking an empress's seat. This is giving like, I want that status too, but I don't want to do the work to get there type thing. Because I'm seeing like reversal queens. So somebody was, yeah, interesting. Something's like a joke's on them. Like you put the work in, you've been doing all the right things. Somebody's like, it's so close, they can grab it. I put the work in, I did this, they chose me, they, whatever the hell it is with the infidelity and all that, because that keeps staring at me. They're about to receive a brutal reality check. They're not, it's not, okay. Something is just not, it's going in the right person's favor. Okay. It's like miracles do happen. Having faith in healing and doing the right thing in situations when we were consistently pushed to our limits, and you don't take the path of revenge, right? When we're given two choices, are you going to pick the angel or are you going to pick the devil? Because you could beat their ass. You could do it, but it's like, no, what's the point? I'm going to heal. Choosing that road when you had every reason to beat the bitch's ass because they were foul, but you didn't, it's like, I know it sounds crazy. Well, because you're doing the right thing. Yeah, but somebody else didn't. And why do we always have to take the fucking high road? But you did. And you withstood, like somebody withstood a lot here. Somebody takes Bible info literally and uses it to judge others. Oh, it's my least favorite. It's my least favorite. It's like, that's a Bible. It's in black and white. It says it right here. Well, Becky, those words do not, sorry if your name's Becky. Those words don't mean that now. So what it meant then in that verbiage is not likely what it still means now. We have to put it to what we're surrounded by now. I mean, unless you want to go live back in those days. In that case, give me your home, give me your electricity, hand over your cell phone and your car keys, ma'am, sir, because you're not living in that era. You've got to apply it to present day, right? That book it's a lesson book. It's a textbook for life because we're in school. That's what we're doing here. We're learning. It's a lesson book, right? We're supposed to help use that to guide and to make better choices and to see that it's literally showing you we're humans. The good, the bad, the ugly, like you're going to go through it. Okay. And it's trying to say, don't sit around and gossip with people and put other people down and prey on their downfall and, do this instead. And it's going to happen. You're going to have good and bad. Nobody is without sin. It's just, that's not how it works. We're not perfect. Because we're not. I mean, I cuss. Make, people clutch their pearls all the time. Like, oh, it's okay. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be. But if that's the worst thing I do, like I'm leading with love and I'm doing all kinds of stuff. And that's the worst thing. Well, don't make me mad. Or if I really love something and it gets me hype, I'm going to be like, I fucking love that shit. Like, I'm excited. I'm not saying it to be malicious. I don't know. I say they're just words, but I don't use them in a derogatory way to put somebody down. That's not what I'm trying to do. But this is like somebody being like, oh, I never. Yeah, you did. Because you're not perfect either. Right? Everybody's got shit that they've done that they're like, I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, this is a whole, like my mother saying, witchcraft and divination and all that is evil and all that. Well, no, because in the Bible they were actually going against God and that they wanted more power. They wanted to see the future. They wanted to know that was what was coming. They wanted to control things. They were using it for selfish reasons. They weren't using it to help and guide and be a messenger and do good things and heal and all that other stuff. It's not the things themselves, it's what we tell ourselves about those things. These are cards, sir, ma'am. It's how the person yields the tools that makes the difference. Not every GUN owner, right, commits crimes and hurts people. Yeah, that's not what happens. It's not the tools themselves. It's how we yield them. And if you read the whole book and instead of picking out the things that worked for you, you would know that was the lesson. Can't take everything in the Bible verbatim because some of the shit that's in there doesn't even make sense. Okay? You're told not to wear clothing that contains two different materials while we're out here wearing fucking tri-blend shirts. Doesn't make sense, does it? Does that mean we're committing sin? Because we're wearing clothing that's not what that means. You have to learn how to apply shit. Can you imagine taking Shakespeare's words for verbatim? That he would be fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying? That's why literature's a thing. I'm telling you, sometimes those I can't. It's so difficult to speak to people like that because I'm like, that's not what that means exactly. And this is not. I have a child who is on the spectrum, very analytical, very data driven. Okay. He's smart as a whip, man. I'm telling you. He can do analyzations in his head. It's crazy. Love it. It's very hard for him to see. Everything's very like literal, because that's how his brain is wired for a reason. I do believe it's for a reason. Because he figures out stuff that like my brain can't map out, but his does because it's like 50 steps ahead. It's nuts. But that's not these people. That's not that. I'm telling you, that card would not come out if there was a reason, like a legit reason that a person saw things that way. No, somebody chooses to be like that. The Hierophant, King of Wands. Well, that right there. Let's see here. And the Seven of Cups. Uh-huh. Yeah. The beliefs, the tradition. This is like a spiritual leader or something. I'm telling you, trying to confuse or make this Queen of Swords person look. Come on. This is like Joan of Arc. What? This is a female Archangel Michael. What? Look at her wielding her sword. That's a sword of truth, baby. So they want somebody to look crazy. Somebody who speaks truth and has discernment and intuition. Somebody has psychic abilities and intellect. Somebody has strong discernment here. And they're trying to confuse something. They're trying to use something against another person. Wield something. Somebody's trying to like wield, that's this. Somebody's trying to wield some kind of belief. They're twisting something. Oh, no, I don't like it. What? That's what they did in the past? Yeah, that's like gaslighting. And there's that ego, this air, this authority. Because that looks like a shadowy King of Wands. Doesn't that don't look like a good King of Wands. That looks like he set fire to somebody and watches it burn. And he's just sitting there. See how look at that posture, holding that. He's like, yeah, that's what you get, woman. Sorry. That's the authority. Making somebody look confused. That is smart. Has a strong stance. Has boundaries. That is a fierce feminine energy. That's the Queen of Swords. Came out upright, y'all. Somebody knows that somebody's trying to make them look crazy. Yeah, they do. And they're not dealing with it. She's like, you better look at that. She holding it. Look at that. Look at her. Sir, ma'am, you better back before I chop your fucking head off. Better get back. I ain't gonna have none of it. I'm telling you, somebody wants somebody full of doubt and fear and everything else. This person is like, I'm telling you, that fierce feminine energy is like, no, you done lost your damn mind. You're crazy. Look at that. This is not having it. This Libra moon, that's Libra moon energy, the Two of Swords. And that is, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I know what I can know. Your opinion is not needed, sir, ma'am. Your deflection, your gaslighting, and all the shit that you want to make happen, I don't know. No. Somebody's had to like choose the high road here. Do the right thing. The moon, I'm telling you. Somebody had to choose. That is, listen, I'm, your opinion is not fucking needed. I'm going to listen to my intuition. This Queen of Swords has an intuition. I'm going to sit, block out all that shit. I don't want to hear from you. Sit your fucking ass down. Queen of Swords, and then that Two of Swords, she's going to knock somebody's ass out. It's either fight back or go into the unknown, listening to my intuition, not being able to see the path that I'm choosing. This person can either choose the path of the fucking devil or the path that they cannot see. And it's like trying to make somebody crazy. You're nuts, you're crazy, you're psychotic, you're a psychopath, you're delusional, you're etc. That Queen of Swords in the middle of that freaking line is like, no, ma'am or sir, I am not. Thank you very much. This is like intuition's not a thing. Wanting somebody in two minds, having them be fearful. Justice, Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the High Priestess, the Hermit. Did I not? Spiritual guru, intuitive capabilities. This is a fucking seer. Yeah, because they can see what somebody was doing. Baby, you better get the... I'm done. Yeah, 8 of Wands. Look at that, baby. This energy got me hype. You know why? Because I'm tired of people treating other people like crap and making people that have intuition or creative abilities, people that not even just like seers and things like that, but like people that they dive into their emotions, they do their shadow work, they handle things, they speak the truth, they're trying to help, they're trying to do good in some way, shape, or form. And people trying to make them look crazy because they don't want to look at themselves. I'm starting a revolution, baby. This is underneath the Hierophant. Did I not say something about the thunder? Y'all, it has been so loud the past couple of days. Last night I was laying in bed and I was like, man, that doesn't even scare me. Like it's comforting. And I was laying there and I said, y'all made OG mad. You hear him? I mean, it was like a guttural. I mean, it was shaking the house long. He was mad. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure symbolism of like thunder, is like God's wrath. He's speaking. He's mad. It's clearing out some negative energies, taking care of some things, He's pissed. Shake some shit up. Y'all, there are people down here standing. Look at what? Hitting somebody. Ooh, baby. King of Wands, King of Cups. That's the fucking love bomber. This is them. What? What do you mean? No. Look at, they show up like this. No. No. This, yeah, you want to look like that. They're coming for him, baby. Somebody coming for him. I don't like it. I'm telling you. I feel like I just heard, get off your high horse, sir. That's the shadow aspect. I'm telling you. That's the darker side of the King of Wands, and that's a King of Cups. And a King of Cups shows up like they're good, they're wholesome, they're a provider, they're cool, calm, and collected. His suit is he's so chill, baby. He's so chill. There's a lot of red up there. And dark. And shadow. Woo, baby, look at that king cup. Look at that king cup. Look at him. Yee-haw! He like the Knight of Wands. Look at him. What are you doing, sir? Man, he is not. That's a little kid. You feel me? That's a little damn kid. He shows up as good, but he's not. Seven of Cups, he's going after the shiny shit. Look at him. Hey, girl. So somebody went from a Queen of Swords to a Page of Swords? What are we doing? He's real like, uh, oh no. Oh, hail to the no. Somebody spoke the truth. That is like somebody's like, I'm just gonna show up real sweet and give somebody some, and things are gonna be great. And that Queen of Swords is like, hold up, wait a damn minute. I'm telling you. I don't know what. No. Calm down. Okay. Put your wand down. Okay, sir. Mr. Cups. Put your wand fucking down. Okay. They don't understand. This feels like someone acting like that. Yeah, role reversal. Somebody's acting like this is like the wife from American Beauty, like somebody was with that. And they're like, I'm telling you, they're nuts. I try to, do all these things. And they're like, hold on a minute. Wait. No, they're trying to confuse people. They're very upright, They follow things. No. I look at come on. That dude's falling down. Oh my lord. Oh, you fell right you fell right into the girls, did ya? That's what I just heard. It was literally a person and the next card was like falling into a whole group of girls. Come on. I'm sorry. Y'all, we gotta have fun with this, okay? Because the world is dark and we need love and laughter. We need love and laughter, y'all. Look at that. Look at somebody's, I'm telling you. Baby. Somebody sees through. Oh, they see through the bullshit. Somebody knows and they're speaking it and I'm telling you, this Queen of Swords is like, I'm not having that shit, that devil. I'm telling you, they're healing shit. Look at this. Somebody tries. I don't like it. The offers coming in with love. I'm just trying to be nice to you. I'm telling you, giving gifts. This is, man, by any means necessary. Somebody's trying to calm the storm or stop some kind of fight or the way they're seen by any means necessary. They don't want to deal with the bad stuff. No, no, no. Now, stop. Yes. Somebody spoke the truth. I'm telling you. That Ace of Cups is the devil. Somebody's cup is poison. And they go after the shiny shit and they don't want to pay attention and they want to block it out and they don't want, man. And they're trying to hold somebody back from something. It's everything that I just spoke about. Look at this. This to me is someone's energy and them, like their manifestation powers and what they invest in. Okay. They're building it up like somebody's doing it right. And they don't want, they don't want somebody to receive it. You see that hiding some shit in the safe? Yeah, because they only worried about themselves. Bitch, you better be gone. Look at this. Oh, no. Hail to the na-na-na. Look at somebody at home. Look at the Emperor's like, I own everything. It is all mine. What do you mean you want to take my last dollar? Well, it's just you and your little harlots, and you left me home with the fucking kids. I'm sorry. You can only buy one of your girlfriends some drinks at the bar instead of all four of them tonight. What do you want me to tell you? Like, somebody's like so appalled. The thing. Oh my God. Like, it's not my problem. You were a tyrant. I couldn't stay with you. I had to leave to save my life. You were miserable in bringing me down. Huh? Why? Because I spoke the truth? Huh? About your toxicity? You didn't want to hear that. I spoke with love. Gave you a chance. No, you don't want to. No. But you say something sweet. You think that's going to change everything. Okay, hold your wand. because Queen of Swords don't want it. She gonna cut that fucker off. I'm just saying. I'm joking. Joking. I'm not putting it out there. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. It is literally everything I'm talking about. This person is. Yes, I'm telling you. It's like somebody here is Dorothy on her journey. Wizard of Oz deck. See how Glinda the Good Witch is. They got her prisoned. See, look at the Wicked Witch. She's trying to make sure. I'm telling you. They're trying to see things. You can use it for bad or for good. Somebody is oppressing the wrong person or locking up the wrong person or like degrading or, you know, it's ridiculous. They got the wrong person. That's it. Somebody's giving free reign to some like toxic energy. Somebody who wants everything Glinda has and wants Glinda stuck. What do you want? Dorothy's shoes? You want Glinda's pink dress? I don't think somebody sees. It's like, I heard, off with their head. Lock up the witch. She's evil. It's the Wicked Witch saying it. Glinda's like, what the hell? That's ridiculous. And Dorothy, you know, she's on her journey. She's got a destination. You know, she's meeting people along the way. She wants to help them. Okay? Everybody she meets, there's something about them. Okay? That they don't have, but they want it. You know? The Cowardly Lion, who happens to be the King of Swords in this deck, acts very boastful, very loud. Roars. Kind of like the King of Wands, right? Roars. Very egoic, but he's really a coward. Fear. Can't handle it, man. And Dorothy is very much like the Queen of Swords. Come on. Like, come on. This is like the fucking wizard. Look at this. I'm telling you. Look at, remember the flames in Oz? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Dorothy's like, I see you, and I'll pull that curtain back, baby. Yeah, what about it now, Pooh? Sorry. This shit cracks me up. That like little like analogies I get. It's just funny what I see. But it is very much you know, Dorothy having the compassion and understanding and trying to be very patient, but she's also standing up for what's right and explaining things and trying to help them. That damn wicked queen, man. By any means, we're going to take her down. It's kind of giving the Five of Pentacles with the snow. Remember, she goes to the field of poppies. Things happen. Dorothy goes to sleep. The snow happens. Where'd that come from, right? That's what woke her up. That was an intervention to wake her up. If that wouldn't have happened, that wicked witch would have had her way. Dorothy would have never made it to her destination. She'd have been done for. Like this water. This cup is from the Most High. That's what that is. I'm telling you. That's divine love. Defeating the devil every fucking time. Giving them the opportunity. I just heard, well, I'll be. Somebody gets demasked or something and they see, I don't know, somebody's true nature or how something really was, the illusion, like it gets broken, it falls away. The rain, right? The lightning, the thunder, all that. Something falls away. It feels like, well, I'll be. I don't know. Somebody's just like, who knew? The Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords knew. Somebody who stays curious. They speak. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, sorry. I love that. It's like a gigolo, okay? Who acts like they're righteous and they have integrity and morals. Sir, you run around with a wand in your hand. That's your focus? We lead with ego? I'm right, damn it! Okay, well, you don't have the right, actually. We control ourselves. That's it. We control our actions, our choices, everything. We only control us. That's it. That's all we can control. So if somebody's out here on some kind of, I don't know, tornado path, like they want to get what they want. And it feels like that Queen of Swords is like, hold on, wait a damn minute. I'm going to need you to go within. All right. Maybe look at your choices. They're like, I don't want to. No, back off. Back off, lady. Okay. All right. It's like I try to tell you. You don't want to listen. I know a thing or two, but you know. It's like, no, I'm doing what's right. I know I'm right. Ego. Ego and authority. Just puff up chest. I don't like it. Almost like when someone gets mad, you see their true nature. Like they turn cold. They're not. Somebody gets sidetracked easily by the shiny things. Like, ooh, somebody doesn't want. Somebody wants catered to. They don't want someone who can have a harsh tongue. If you're going to speak the truth, I need you to give it to me, like, you know, with a couple cake pops and maybe some hot cocoa and marshmallows. And, you know, when Dorothy, I don't know, what did she do? Like, she like smacked the Cowardly Lion's hand or something. And he like, you know, had lost it. What'd you hit me for? She's like, oh, calm down. You were being out of line. Somebody wants somebody to come at them soft, like, bro, you're an adult. I'm not your mother. It's not my, I shouldn't have to approach you, you know, with kid gloves because you're not a kid and you're not my kid. Yes, somebody's got some wounds here that they don't look at. Shadow work. They don't want to look at it. Six of Swords. King of Wands, King of Cups, Two of Swords. Come on. That's the witchy lady. This is an Aquarius card. Good Lord Almighty. This could be an Aquarius? Somebody, oh. Somebody has air. Air and fire in their chart. Man, ooh. Someone's cups are led by a quick burning match. Interesting. That's okay. And they don't want to see the truth. Yeah. Six of Swords, Two of Swords, Eight of Swords. The Three of Swords. Damn. Y'all, what in the Hades? Three of Wands. Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, Three of Wands. Look at that. They're trying to stop someone's forward movement. Yes, they sure the hell are. They sure the hell are. They're watching. I'm telling you, they want to act like they have no clue what the hell's going on. They don't know what somebody's talking about. They're trying to oppress somebody. They don't want them to move forward. They don't want somebody to see what's going on. Somebody's foresight is motherfucking accurate. They can see. Devil, Ace of Cups, Three of Swords. The Three of Wands. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. And there's the Five of Pentacles. Who is that? That's the fucking Wicked Witch and her flying monkey. I'm telling you. Told somebody, look at something. They don't want to look at it. You need to look at it. Look at the Hermit. Look at the Moon, the Ten of Cups, and the Hermit. Baby. Messages. Spirit messages. Somebody's trying to show the way. This is spirit. I'm telling you. Somebody wants them to abandon what they know, what they've been told, what they've seen, what they can see. This is intuitive, inner knowing, and outer knowing from lived wisdom. Somebody wants them to not, they want them to like abandon some storm that they've had to weather. Somebody's got to find a way to move forward, not knowing somebody, and they act like they don't see shit, like they don't know what. I'm telling you, it makes me mad. All right, and there's the Wheel of Fortune, baby boo. Three of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Cups. There we go. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at this. Do you see the color? And the looking forward. This Two of Swords. It's the King of Wands and the King of Cups. They act like they don't see shit. They don't know shit. They don't know what they're talking about. The Flying Monkeys. The Wicked Witch. That's an investigator, baby. Somebody looking at it. What about it? I'm telling you, they're looking into something, investigating, looking into. You better look back at your choices and the choices that you've been making and what you've been doing. You oppressed the wrong person. You locked up the wrong person. Look at this. The Wheel. Look at that chicken. Look at him. He's like, Bakak! You better pay attention to some shit. Telling you, it's time. Look at this Three of Cups. Little munchkins. Look how cute they are. They remind me of little baby fairies. They're so adorable. And here's Dorothy at the beginning of her journey. Look at that. This is like somebody, something's like changing an environment or some kind of celebration. Some kind of celebration. Some kind of destined, yeah, Page of Wands. There's an admirer here. The King of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands. There's the Ace of Wands. And the Moon. The Emperor. Yeah. This is, the Tower. Oh my God. He doesn't see it coming. Oh no. Yeah, this is somebody cycling through lessons of the people around them, their friends, their family. This is like something like a chain. There's a swap here. There's a spin. I'm telling you, it's like somebody goes from seeing things in sepia and being all blah to all of the sudden the creativity, the color, the joy. There's a lot of happiness in this. Somebody see what I say, black and white. Somebody sees things one way. Another person sees color. They see things for what they are. They look at them. Somebody's speaking truth. You're just being nosy. You're like, this is the twist of fate. It's too much. It's like, it's uncomfortable. Somebody's life, it's like somebody's life is turning to color. What? Hold on. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Because I was getting something like, do what makes you happy. Take action on what makes you happy. Page of Cups. Take action on what makes you happy. There's a truth here about somebody swaying another person to make a decision or to walk away by giving them a gift or something like that. Turns out it was the gift that kept on giving. Take that however the hell it means for you, but that's what I just heard. So somebody's, it's something's too late though. Somebody's looking at something too late, or they don't want, somebody's got an unfair advantage here. Or they feel like somebody has an unfair advantage. Yeah, something's unfair. It's unfair. You don't understand. No, that feels like, a whining King of Cups is what it feels like. Somebody who shows up as looking all, debonair, like they're so awesome. No. They're like a fucking whiny Knight of Wands. Excuse me, but that's what they are. I'm hearing, Dark Horse by Katy Perry. So you want to play with magic. Boy, you should know what you're falling for. Do you dare to do this? Because I'm coming at you like a dark horse. Are you ready for the perfect storm? Because once you're mine, there's no going back. I'm hearing the remix version where he's like, she'll eat your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. What? Knight of Swords. Ooh, fast action. Knight of Swords. Ooh, Ten of Pentacles and the Fool. Oh. Somebody took fast action towards something. See how he's getting away? You see this? Glorious. He is leaving Oz. That's up and away. That bad boy gone. He's leaving his post. And look at, as Dorothy left, okay? She left on the broken farm in black and white. And then, ta-da! Here comes Glinda the Good Witch. I'm telling y'all. Here you go, darling. This is what you have here. Here, let me turn this around for you. Here you go. So, I'm telling you. And that the tables are turning. Look at that. Come on. What about it, Pooh? Baby, let me turn this around for you. Look at what goes around comes around. Just a dash of that and a hint of this. Hold on one moment. Bippity boppity. What'd I say? The cowardly fucking lion. Look at him. I'm the king of the jungle. Y'all, if you haven't seen that movie, I fucking love The Wizard of Oz. Okay, look at the magician. The fucking magician. Y'all. Y'all. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. He getting caught the fuck up. He hung himself. He created it. Now he's being sat fuck down. I'm telling you. So you want to play with magic. Be ready for it. Now you done caught the fuck up. Yeah, sit down. I'm telling you. It's turning around. Somebody thought they was getting something and he's like, oh, no, it's a new, no, you need to sit down. Somebody's about to see something differently. Look at, this is going to be your world. That person's going to be here now. This is so, I'm telling you. Somebody chose to do that themselves. They bound, because Dorothy went on a journey by herself. She chose compassion. I'm telling you, she trusted, she believed, she had hope. Every time I'm called to a deck, it's for a reason. This dude, all about the money, he put up illusions. He wanted all the things. Look at this. Remember? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. He's been a thing. I'm the great and powerful Oz. Somebody created that. That's like they move the curtain and he gets caught up in it. Well, like an okie doke. Something's turning around. Somebody else is there. She's standing by the fucking poppy field. That's what woke her up. I'm telling you. Poppy fields. Somebody's got like, yeah, ancestors and angels and shit, like watching over them. They see things. I'm telling you. Something's crazy. Like nature's fighting back. The earth, the divine, the universe is like fighting back. But somebody created their... Man, that Dark Horse song did not come up. Stop it, y'all. Do you see that? And the flying monkeys want it so bad. Give me those red slippers. I won't, Tom. Give them to me. All right, guys, this shit is so funny to me. Look at it. The Ace of fucking Swords. Man, look at that. Now everybody gonna be fighting. Five of Wands. I'll fight for him. Divine's like, we will cut you. Okay, sir, ma'am. Those shoes are on Dorothy's feet. And what does Glinda say? And there they will stay. And there they will stay. Look at... Who's victorious because she don't give up? Yeah, that's right. Our girl. Our girl. Look. Melting, melting. Dorothy's throwing the water on the witch. Someone's fight. I'm telling you. Somebody else is getting a leg up here because they have, it's the journey. Somebody's journey down the Yellow Brick Road, man. Something about their faith, their optimism, the choices that they have been making. You see how Dorothy meets people and they could have hung her up. They could have, could have gone one of two ways. The things, the obstacles that are put along our path and how we approach a situation, right? That shows what type of character we have. She didn't ignore. She stayed curious. She led with love and compassion. She helped. She spoke truths. She didn't allow, others to pick on, like one of the other ones. She didn't. She made good choices. Even if it took her longer. Even if it held her up. She wasn't obsessed about hitting the finish line. She didn't ignore people and have some myopic, like view and be like, nope, I don't want to see that you need help. I got to do this. I don't care. She took time to help others while she was trying to get help herself. Y'all feel me? Character. Uh-huh. It's not the shit that happens to us. It's not even mistakes that we've made. It's learning from them, keep it like continuing to keep going, make better decisions, help others despite our own struggles. That shit, still doing that, still going with heart, not giving up. That's fucking character. This is like somebody trusting that just because they are who they are, they're big and bad. They're not. And they've been using that. They've been using some kind of title to their advantage, some kind of upper hand here, status, position, etc. They've been using that. The universe is putting things in someone's path. It's proving someone's character. Because even when somebody does without, they're still helping others. It's selflessness, compassion, love, good intentions, which is what we're supposed to be doing. That is beautiful. Thank you for all of that, Spirit, because that's what it was showing me. That's why I'm telling you guys. Wow. That's the beauty of the divine, of the unseen. You know, who are you when no one's watching? That's what this is. Who are you when no one's watching? Because somebody's like one way in front of people and they're different behind closed doors. Someone is the same no matter what. Character. Motherfucking Dorothy. What about it, Pooh? Sorry. I get excited. I love it when, you've just had you've had a rough go and you have hidden helpers. Things that show up that are blessings that maybe don't seem like blessings. Dorothy had no fucking idea why Glenda put those damn shoes on her. And she didn't tell her either. She had to figure it out. She had to figure it out. They were gifts. It was a gift. They were gifts. Like divine gifts, like somebody using their spiritual gifts to help others, to do things. They're unassuming. Nobody has any idea. They just know there's something about her, right? That somebody else wants. They're jealous for whatever fucking reason. She didn't buy them. They were given to her. It's like people having spiritual gifts and being like, I want your gifts. That's not fair. It's like, well, the Most High gave them to me. So I don't take it up with him. I don't know. It's like that. And she used like her abilities, her caring, her compassion. All of it was for good. All of it. Those are things that are a part. I'm telling you, it's like her love. It's like the divine putting something on you, some kind of light, something that makes you shine to others in a way that you don't see yourself. Dorothy just thinks they're shoes. She's like, oh, those are pretty. I mean, they're just shoes. I have no idea what they do, but oh, I like them. Thanks. But their true power is a phenomenal. But she never stopped. She never stopped to be like, I wonder what these do. Let's find out. She wasn't obsessed with that. No, she just kept doing her thing, thinking all she had to do, right, was this journey and things would be fine. She didn't even realize. And that's it. Doing something for good. Just being a good person. That's it. That's it. Literally, y'all. Just being a damn good person and somebody else wanting. You can't fake that. Nor can you steal it from someone. Are you going to take somebody's essence? How do you do that? What the fuck is this? It's like, what? What is that? The angel essence or whatever? And whatever it is on, Supernatural. They put it in a little stopper. You can't do that. Somebody's a damn ding dong. So yeah, that divine intervention, the twist, it's turning something around. Somebody's going to see it while you get this opportunity to build and do things. Yeah, it's swapping. There's a role reversal here. Somebody's got to be courageous to do something. They have to be courageous enough to see things from a different perspective, and they don't want to. However, something's going to happen that they're going to see it after. Interesting. And they're going to see, man, somebody's going to see why they are where they are and who tried to tell them and help them. I'm telling you, something is look, and I know that that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? Sweet justice and oh blah blah blah. That shit doesn't matter, guys. But that's what this is. It's really big. Something's been a very long journey. Something's been a very big deal. And there's been a lot of like controversy and hush hush and um blame game, trying to shift perspectives of people to have another person on lockdown I just heard spiritual lockdown. So I don't know if somebody's messing with something energy wise. Okay. Prayer work, energy work, whatever. Somebody's like messing with the wicked witch. I don't know what they're doing. Um, Respectfully, I'm not trying to, degrade anybody, but seriously, somebody doesn't have good intentions, which is what I mean by that. So I guess I should clarify. But they're twisting the narrative in a big way. And I wish I could explain that, but I can't. Because while I can see light and dark, that's not dark. That's not shadow. That is diabolical. I have a very hard time. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I have a hard time understanding that level of things, that level of deceit. How you can know within your heart, right? You act like you're this authority, you're this, everything, you're whatever. I don't, maybe you think you're a fucking religious person, but it's how you friggin' know in your heart of hearts what you did to somebody. And you have the nerve to like speak in public or to people or family or even pray, even be like, oh God, can you please get them out of my life? They're such a pain in my ass. And God's like, excuse me, I seen you. Okay. I know why you did what you did. And I know you lied to them about this and this and this and this. I saw that. Oh, yeah, I did. And when you did this and you gave them that and you smiled in their face, but this was your intention, I seen it. And I see them still holding on and still having love and compassion and trying to heal and do all these things. I seen it and I still see it. I don't know. Like, I can't understand. Like, somebody's trying to get one over on. Look, we're leaving that there. I'm not going down that road. Because I don't, yeah. No, we're good. I'm good. I don't want to even know. That's weird. I got time for that. That's a headache, okay? And this ain't about them anyway. Just know it's turning around. And something's quick. There's fast communication or something. It's quick. Like bringing a message to you. It's quick. And it could be a phone call or like something. There's some kind of quick communication here. But something's a long journey. And just when you think you can see the end, it's so crazy because the scene that I'm looking at looks, and I even said it, like it looks like Emerald City, the path to Emerald City, but it's like all pink, like rose quartz. And she sees it. And then what happens? She ends up falling asleep. It's been such a long journey. She's so exhausted. She can't go on. It's like that intervention that Glinda does that keeps her going. So if you feel super exhausted right now, like your energy is drained, interesting. Something happens to keep you going. It's like the quick jaunt, right? Something takes forever. And that's the Wheel of Fortune too. A lot of times it seems like it's taking forever, that the wheel pops in and your life speeds up real quick. Okay. That Two of Pentacles can very much be a turning of the tables, turning something around, right? Like an energy swap or something. They're seeing something. It's something here. It's turning. It's so crazy. The King of Wands in there, right? The Cowardly Lion finally gets his robe. He gets his courage. He gets all these things, right? Or the King of Swords gets, the Cowardly Lion gets all that stuff, gets his robes. And then the next one's the Hangman. He finally sees the truth of everything. What happens? He gets caught up. The end of American Beauty. That shit's crazy, bro. That is okay. I hope y'all followed me there because I could see it, but I was like, it's so weird how we get stuff, right? And then how it plays out. And then I see what it meant. And I'm like, oh, okay, wow. That's what I mean. Oh, baby. Okay. They're going to see it. They're going to look back and see things differently. They're going to see it. That's when they have like their aha moment. I hope that, because we didn't go any further, and we don't need to. That's not, I don't do that. But, and I feel it feels too late, because that's kind of the message there, is like, it's too late. Like, because something's already, it feels like for your connection. I mean, nothing's really ever too late for us. There's no time limit on when we can heal or not. But that's a personal journey for them. I don't know. It feels like you're Dorothy. I, that makes sense. I don't know. That's what I get. You know, maybe you live on a farm. Maybe you live in Kansas. Okay, maybe you have a fucking black dog named Toto. I don't know. Maybe this just resonates with you, or like you understand it, or it gave you confirmations or something. Because usually that stuff that comes through tends to mean something for someone. You know, there's reasons. I don't always know what the hell they are, but the divine does, so I don't question it. Anyway, that's what I have for you guys. I hope it helped. All right, be a good human. Give the day a good you. Lead with love, compassion, good intentions. That's it. That's all we got to do. Okay, till next time. Love y'all. Peace.